What's up? What's up, man? That must have been like one of the longest like intros to the show here. Like I always say, man, Midnight Mavness is a spot where we get to collect our thoughts, right? Let me pull up my sleeves. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get to work. Um, I don't know how to put it, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for tomorrow. There's been a lot of talk, man. There's been a lot of talk from a lot of folks, Mavs fans, Mavs content creators, LA fans, LA content creators. Well, I haven't really heard many LA content creators. LA fans, you know what I'm saying? Clipper fans, Harden, Westbrook, Paul George, Kawhi fans, people on these national shows that talk and they know nothing about what the Mavericks are. It's so much talk, man. It's been a lot of talk. And yeah, I've dropped two videos this week, right? I did the whole preview and predictions, and then I did the going to the Dark Nowitzki podcast, right, or the live in person podcast. But man, I feel like I ain't been able to talk. You know, I feel like I ain't been able to engage with the people. But here we are. Obviously, the show was a tad bit early. I do have to go and put some hours in tomorrow to my actual job, you know. So we're doing a little bit of OT this weekend, but I'll be back just in time for the pregame show. So I had to move this up a little early so I could get in bed and go and get some rest a little earlier. So I hope y'all understand. I made this video live to everyone that would like to tune in, but only the members only could comment, and only the members only can join the show. So if you want to leave comments or whatever the case may be, and you want to be a part of the membership, it's only 99 cents, man. It's only 99 cents, 99 cents just to be a member. Um, but again, these shows are always gonna be led by y'all. Whatever y'all want to talk about, there's plenty of things I want to talk about, but I feel like I need to save some of my ammo for the pregame show tomorrow. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited. So we're probably gonna open up this video a lot sooner to the folks, to anybody that wants to join the show and just talk about what you feel for tomorrow. Um, what are you thinking? What are some narratives you like, dislike? And we can talk about the games from today. This is just a place for you to kind of just let loose, be yourself. Again, it's a safe space for all Mavs fans, right? Um, I'm excited, man. I am excited. Again, y'all can ask me whatever y'all want to ask me, man. I'm here to chit chat. DV, a new member, even though he was already a member, but now
It's
he's a
a
member again.
it's a bit of a sticky one still.
Bit of a sticky one still. But yeah, man. Let's go ahead and let me see what y'all talking about in the comments. So Sticks. If y'all see Sticks' name in there, he made a comment. He was like, "Man, why don't you read the comments a lot sooner? Because by the time you read the comments, it's like 40 minutes ago." I'm like, that's a good point. That's a very good point. So I'm gonna try to be a little bit more on top of these comments. You know what I'm saying? COC Noxy says, "Hey, can't wait to hear what TGK has to say about day one of the playoffs and Mavs in clips." I'm excited, bro. I have no other like word, verb, adjective, whatever you want to call it. I have nothing else to say but say I'm excited. I honestly, here's like the how I put, like let's peel back the curtain, right? Once the pregame show is done, normally I go all the way till tip off. I'm trying to weigh whether I stop the show 10 minutes to go before tip or go all the way till tip. Pause. And the reason for that is because it's playoffs, right? Like I I wouldn't be like at a place where I just turn around and start watching it with friends and family. I literally would be home by myself, which ain't bad. It's not. I'll be in playback, right? But it's like tomorrow, it's a little different, right? Because these games are heavier. These games mean so much more. Every possession, every shot that goes up in the air, every rebound, every contested rebound, everything, turnovers, everything matters. And Like, because this is the first time I've done these shows with playoffs, right? We missed last year, so trying to weigh that, and then also, yeah, it's a lot of stuff to weigh. But we're gonna get into all that, Noxie, for sure. Sticks in the building. What up, Sticks? Shooting in the comments. Nuggets and Suns suck. I bet, bro. I bet. Lockbox in the building. What's up, Lockbox? My man's was muted for like the first 5 minutes of his show last night. You gotta test the mute on the mic. Ben Price in the building. What's up, Ben?
Hello there.
What's up, man? What's up? Got Richard Case in the building. Can't play that sound effect for too long. I was all good till Wednesday, I guess. Got an early game. That kind of sucks. We usually struggle in early games. Oh, you're talking about the Mavs tomorrow? I've heard that the Clippers suck in the early games too, but I think there's one team that's a little more that's pretty focused, man. I ain't gonna lie. Kyrie has sounded the alarm that they're not BSing. You know what I'm saying?
I got a big amount. I took a different route. I am the pick of the little.
Big J in the building said, "What's up, fam? What's up, Big J? You already know, man. You already know." Nancy in the building. Hey, TGK, how are you doing? Excited for our series to get started after everybody else started today. Yeah, man. We're the main event tomorrow. We are the main event tomorrow. Everybody wants to see this series. This is the series that everyone wants to see, and it's today's the calm before the storm. Literally, tonight is the calm before the storm. Even though it's been storming all day here in Dallas. Even though TSJ was apparently late on his flight today. So it's been an interesting day, man. Flipper fans. Yeah. Yeah. Night in the building. No anxiety, but I'm getting restless, bro. Like, I'm ready. We have gone a long time without some actual Maverick basketball. That is fair. That is good. That is a good point. It's been a long ass time. Stick said, to be fair, I said he needs a mod to help him highlight comments more relevant to the current conversation. That's true. I just wonder how could the mod like highlight the comment? Not sure. JP, just game one. It is just game one. Big J, let's get the first win tomorrow. Get that home court back, yo. Be nice to at least get a split. I don't know if y'all saw my predictions video earlier this week. There's been some chatter about how reckless my prediction was. And I called the sweep. I called a sweep before Kawhi was quote-unquote questionable. Kawhi's questionable tomorrow, apparently. Apparently, it's actually an issue. Like, he actually has swelling. They've been injecting and stuff. They've been trying to keep it under wraps. I get it, but I don't trust it. If I'm the Mavericks, I don't trust it. I plan for Kawhi. And I think when I heard kids say that they're planning for the best version of the Clippers, that's all I needed to hear. That was music to my ears, you know? Sticks says it's been raining like hell here all damn day, bro. I was on a highway, right? I've never seen this where I'm going down the highway. I think it's 360. I'm about like 65, 70 miles per hour. It's just like light rain. But there's literally a puddle in the highway. I was like, oh, hell no. Swerve. It's crazy, bro. Frank in the building. I'm not worried, but Kid has me worried. All right. Can I entertain y'all for a second with the idea of Jason Kidd not being a problem in the playoffs, right?
You're not the beard. You're not the system. You're the problem.
All right, so Jason Kidd, man. Look. Can we give this man credit for making the lineup changes that he did, for being a better coach, obviously over the last, 20-odd games, 29-odd games? And then on top of that, can we look at his previous playoff run and give him credit for that and how he coached in the playoffs? Just like Kyrie, there's a different player in the playoffs with Kyrie. Just like Luka, he turns it up in the playoffs. And just like Jason Kidd, he did turn it up in the playoffs last time we were in there. So I think Jason Kidd, for whatever is concerning, I understand he's going against a coach that's pretty damn amazing, right? And Ty Lue. I'll say he's good. Not amazing. He's good. I think Jason Kidd deserves some credit. And I think we need to just allow him to be the head coach. And I think right now, this is where I'm at. Right now, it's time to fully embrace yourself into this Mavericks team. Right now is the time to fully buy in. Whatever issues we had in the regular season, kind of throw it out the window and buy into your team. Fully support your team. Right now, I get it. We might not like Maxey like Richard does. We might not like THJ like Div does. We might not like PJ Washington like Johnny B does. But honestly, I'm not trying to sound like a homer here or like Mass State Media. But this is actually the time where none of that shit matters. And it's literally time to support the team fully, 100%. It's time to support them 100%. From the coach to the assistant coach to the pilots to the admin, everybody, even Josh Green, all of them. This is that time. So I might not be as critical as I used to be because I just want to be positive of this team and buy in all the way and support them all the way. Because when you do this show, you kind of have to like keep your not that like I'm not biased. I'm biased as fuck, but kind of keep that critical eye in a way. But I really don't care, man. But I do want to I just want to be a fan, bro. At the end of the day, I just want to be a fan of my team. I don't want to think about X's and O's and all that shit all the time. Like I want to be a fan and just enjoy these games. I hope y'all do too. I hope y'all get that. I might be alone in that. But look at this, bruh.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Bruh. Black Noir with a $20 super chat, man. Salute to you, bro. Salute. Damn. Salute, TGK. I'm at a concert right now, so I can't hear you, but I just wanted to pop in and say we're cool, calm, and collected over here. I'll watch the stream tonight when I get in, but it's Mavs in 5. Tu sabes. Hit the like. Yeah, hit the like, man. Hit the like. Appreciate you, Black Noir. Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you so much. Woo! What a way to start the show, man. Damn. That's crazy. What concert are you at, Black Noir, by the way? What concert are you at? You know, it's funny. We're in a daily fantasy sports app, the Sleeper app, and I could send him my plays. All right, we could send each other plays back and forth. And I sent him a play that won him like $100. So if y'all want to be in my sleeper chat, let me know. I'll send you my promo code or whatever the case may be. Stick says I will lay off Kid if he gets more serious with these lineups in the playoffs. If I see YMCA rotations during this series, he can get his ass off this team, off our team. Damn, bro. I'll trust it until I can't trust it. You get what I'm saying? I'll trust it until I can't trust it. JP said he's been coaching great as of late. Yeah, he has been, man. He has. Big J said hit that like button. Yeah, man, hit that like button. Where we at? How many likes we got? We got 10. Salute to y'all, man. Salute to y'all. Knight says, bro, I completely agree with you on the Mavs sweeping the Clippers. And just because we say that doesn't mean we're saying it'll be easy. We're just saying that we will come out with the win. Yeah. And all right. Maybe I wanted to save this part of the conversation for pregame show tomorrow, but yeah, we're gonna go live 30 minutes earlier. I don't know how I'm gonna fill 140 minute show tomorrow. I have no idea, but I set myself up, so it is what it is. Anyway, with that being said, with the whole sweep idea that I came up with, it's not saying that the Clippers suck at all. No, I'm not sleeping on them. I'm not doubting them. I'm just saying that the Mavericks are that much better. When you look at the entire roster holistically, when you look at the trajectories and the trends, and you look at the matchups, you look at the age, you look at where these guys are at in their prime and where they're not, I just don't see it. I don't see the Clippers having enough to keep up with the Mavs. The reason for that is because Luka is a whole different fucking animal, bro. Like, I know we know it, but I feel like no one else knows it. It still feels like that. It feels like Luka is so underrated. Like, I don't think people understand that Luka is like Jason Kidd said, he is in the atmosphere of a MJ, of a LeBron, of a Kobe. He is in that stratosphere. He is one of those guys. Literally. He just doesn't have the championships yet. But that's what they said about those guys as well. Luka is in that combo as far as talent-wise. He's literally, right now, to me, one of the greatest offensive talents of all time. And he is in that conversation, but we act, or national media acts like, oh, Kawhi, is Kawhi gonna play? Kawhi's the difference. No, Luka is the difference, right? It baffles me a little bit. And then we got Kyrie, bro, a stone cold killer. What up? I got the sound effect. I don't know if y'all can hear it. He a stone cold killer, bro. Kyrie is stone cold killer. I don't care how people want to identify his stuff with him being whatever, right? I don't care about the national media, but Kyrie is one of those guys. Kyrie, I don't even know where to start, bro. Like, there's not a duo out there that is better than these two on the offensive side of the ball. There's just not. You can find a duo that's okay offensively and great defensively, and they still ain't better than our offensive duo because they're that elite. But, enough of that, right? Like, the whole league is about to find out. Tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. Central Time, everybody is tuned in. They're going to see. They're going to see for themselves. They're going to be like, oh, shit. We were wrong about the Mavericks. And then come Monday, I'm going to have to change my prediction. I just find it very hilarious, bro. I find it very hilarious. JP said, I got Mavs in 6. Bet. Hey, man. Y'all saw the jerseys when they're going to rock certain jerseys? Black Noir with the money emoji. Yeah. The green. Yeah, I'll see you. I need to get more emojis up there. I don't even know if I can add more, but we'll see. We'll see. Lockbox with the landlord. Yeah. Get me involved, fam. Get you involved in what, Ben? Let me know, Ben. You trying to get in the show? I guess that's what you mean. Yeah, I think it is time. I think it is time to open the Luca Lounge. Let's open the Luca Lounge. Let's get people up in here. And let's start chatting it up, man. Let's start chatting it up. Let's talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Let me make sure I got my stuff together over here. All right, man. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to join the show? I'm ready. Because I don't know. Again, I want to go over some of our picks from last week and see what y'all thinking. Again, if you're a member, jump on, man. Jump on. Let's go ahead and let's head over to the Luca Lounge. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got Big J in the building. What's up, Big J?
What's going on, man?
Not much, bro. Not much, man. We here, man. We finally made it. We finally made it, bro. So, let me ask you, bro.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a long time since we've gotten a Mavs game. We've been waiting for almost 2 years now to be in the playoffs. On the eve of this game tomorrow, where are you at emotionally? What are you feeling? What are you looking forward to? What is Big J thinking right now? What is he feeling right now? Pause.
I'm just looking to get it going, man. I'm tired of watching all these other games going and not seeing my team out there. So I'm not worried about, Kawhi. I don't think he's going to play. He may not play game 2. I just think if we get out there and take advantage of what's going on and get our first win tomorrow and then keep it moving, then we're going to be fine. I don't want them to relax because they don't see Kawhi on the other side, And the biggest thing I want our bigs to do is shut down Zubac with a pick and roll with Harden, and I think that kills the rest of the game.
Hell yeah. Facts. All right, let me bring up another person in the stage over here, backstage. We got Big Ben Price over here. What's up, Ben?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
What's up,
yeah,
man?
pretty good, man. I've been watching a few of these playoff games today. Pretty much a lot of it to be expected. But yeah, man, I'm quietly confident about tomorrow. I've heard Kawhi might not be playing. Well, he's probably not playing at this point. But yeah, even if he was, mate, I think we got this. Like, we got the two best. We got the two of the best point guards potentially of all time. We got two of the best playoff performers of all time, and we got some high-level role players. And we don't have Dwight Powell running the center anymore. So, I mean, world's our oyster, man. And yeah, I'm not scared of any of these teams.
Facts. I agree, bro. I agree. Let's get to the other guests back here in the back room, backstage or whatever. What's up, Sticks? Can you hear me, Sticks?
What's up?
I was about to say, damn, how Sticks come in here unprepared? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. What's up, man? Can you hear me?
Man, I'm prepared. What you talking about?
There's got to be a delay or something. Did you, Big J or Ben? Do y'all hear a delay from me or what is it?
No, I hear you fine. I think he may be delayed.
Okay. Yeah, Sticks is delayed. It's probably because he's like listening. Yeah, that's what it is. He might have been on his YouTube and then he logged in or whatever the case may be. Ben, this is Mavericks playoff Eve night tonight, man. How you feeling, bro? Like, what are your thoughts for tomorrow? What's your anxiety level? What's up?
Mate, I have no anxiety at all about this because I think
Really?
I think if this was previous years, I'd had loads, but like I just feel like we've got these boys. I think we're going to take them on. I just can't see. I feel that, like, especially if Kawhi's not playing, man, that's a massive, like, 'cause that's the only thing that would give me a little bit of anxiety if you had like a healthy Kawhi playing against you with the other pieces they have. But like the thing is, I'm not terribly scared of Paul George, really. I mean, I know he can go off. He's a great player and stuff, but you know, he's old. I think he's the type of player that, like a lot of these guys, man, he'll get locked down by PJ. And you know, if PJ locks him down, then who else have they got? I mean, obviously, you know, Norman Powell is the kind of guy that probably go off for them. But like, you know, if it's just him, they ain't gonna win. You know, it's like Harden has been shooting terribly recently, and he's usually bad in the playoffs. So I mean, if someone shows you who they are, believe him. So I believe he's probably not going to be good. And also he I don't think he's got the mentality for it either. Like, he's proven time and time again he doesn't. Russell Westbrook, he's the kind of guy, like, he might try and like shoot up a bunch of shots, and look, if they go in, then obviously that's a problem. But like, for the most part, like, Russ is one of those, you know, he's either really, really good or he's flipping useless at these days, you know. And I just feel like we're a bigger team than them. We've got younger players, we've got more athleticism than they have, we've got better ball handlers, we've got better everything. Like, I just, every single thing, I think we can out rebound them, I think we can out playmate them, we can out score them. I mean, the only X factor, I guess, for the game for me would be is if they do like these sort of doubles on Luka and Kai, is make sure that the other guys get hot early. If they can start hitting threes and make sure they cut to the basket every opportunity and make it difficult for them, then we've got no problem. But if it's a case where it's like the guys are not hitting threes, that's going to be a problem. And also Tim Hardaway Jr. and how many minutes he plays, because ideally I want him to play 0 minutes, but I know Jason Kidd is going to want to use his wily vet Tim Hardaway, you know, who said time and time again, we need him to win a championship. So, but yeah, we will see. I just think it's a I don't know about a sweep, but maybe in 5 games. That's what I'm thinking.
All right. Hey, man, look,
Is this thing working now?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's working.
Oh, look at that, no delay. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that, Sticks. Look at that. Nah, Ben. I agree with you, man. I do think the Mavericks are just better. Obviously, if I think they're gonna sweep them, but it's just like what we do as fans, like the day before, like this ain't no regular series, man. This is round 3 against these guys. This is different. It feels like a pay-per-view event tomorrow, and it's like it's not every day. Like, all right, we ain't been in the playoffs in a while. This is the night before the game, and where are we at mentally as fans? You know, it seems like a lot of us are confident. Sticks, where you at, man? What is your Mavericks playoff Eve ritual, or how you coping? What you doing? How you feel about tomorrow?
Man, there's no coping. I just want the game to get going. If you're confident in your team, there's no need to worry. I mean, it's like, JP's comment just now, the Clippers are going to make our role players beat them. Good luck. Then that's my point about, like, Kidd. The reason role players had to win games for us is because Jason Kidd would run these stupid rotations and take guys off the floor. If Luka and Kai are not playing damn near every moment of games and we're not running these rotations, then Kidd's an idiot. Like, the Luke Kai experience should be, 40 minutes each of them every game. This is for everything. So I'm not, if he runs that and you rotate Lively back with Gafford and the way PJ's working his ass off on threes, good luck. Who you gonna double? And if they run Kawhi out there, if his knee's this bad, run his ass off the floor. Make him guard and do cuts and move that man around, and that knee is going to break again. Like you just push his ass. So, and we know Paul George. I mean, we know that he doesn't play well. We know Harden doesn't play well in playoffs. Clippers don't scare me at all.
Yep. Same.
Yeah,
Same.
I mean, you got to attack Kawhi, but if they do dare to put him out there, then that's their weakness. Like, as much as that's crazy to say that Kawhi Leonard is their weakness on defense, it's like make that old man work and his glass knees. You know, just go at him like every single play. Like, you get Luka to like ISO him and like sort of just lean his big big ass into him, whatever, and post him up.
Yeah.
You know, like that's it. Like, and just put that man in pain, because the thing is, I'm telling you, he's not going to be able to keep up with those lads out there. It's just not going to be able to do it. And I actually think they'll probably play better without, if he's going to be like that. You know, based on what I've heard, obviously how bad knee injury. I mean, I've had I've dislocated my knee twice. I've had a surgery done on it and stuff. I know what like, knee problems can do to someone, and I'm telling you right now, if he's got something quite as serious as what they've described, where it's like he's basically got like constant scar tissues and swelling and things like this around his knee, mate. If they put him out there, to be honest, that's probably a worse thing for them. Like they'll probably lose quicker. You know, they'll probably lose in a more dramatic way. I mean, at least if they got healthy players out there, they've got a chance to do something. But like, you know, just putting him out there just because he's Kawhi Leonard on one leg, it's not going to work, man. I don't care how much of a robot he might seem and whatever. Like, he's not going to be able to do much. You know, because he's a human being. He's not a robot, as much as we like to joke around. And yeah, I mean, if it's just not, I can't see it. Like, the other thing is, like, and this is something that you know, I was thinking about the other day. I just can't see how, and maybe I'm going a bit far already, but I just don't see how any team's going to beat us in 7 games. I don't know. I don't see how like any team's going to beat us 4 times. And the reason I say that is, basically, any strategy, you've got basically 2 of the most incredible offensive weapons in basketball, potentially of all time, playing on our team. 2 of the most creative passers. Now, even if you double them all game, right, which they're used to, especially Luka, the most double and blitz player in the league, even if you try and double them a game, your literal game plan, your only chance of winning is just hoping that all these Mavs role players who are going to having wide open shots for 7 games are just going to miss every single game. It's not going to happen. Like, it's just not going to happen. And the rest of the time, you've got to have to deal with the defensive intensity of like PJ and Gafford and Lively and DJJ and shit, Luka. I mean, at some point, I can't see how anyone beats. And I say the same thing about the Celtics. I say the same thing about the Nuggets. I think the Celtics and the Nuggets are the only ones that like I've got a question mark on. But even then, I think we beat them. I honestly do. As long as we stay healthy, as long as we play at like the way we've been playing for the last portion of the season, like we're going to win this championship, man. I'll put money on it. Screw it, you know.
Yeah, no, it's I mean, when you think of it, like I always say, I try to look at like if you're a fan of a different team, right? And then you look at Dallas, like, oh shit, like we gotta deal with that. So say you're I don't know, say you're the Thunder, right? You're a fan of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You like Chet. All right, your next opponent is the Mavericks. Well, what comes to mind to like how you're gonna deal with that? You know, it's like if everything's like equal, right? Luka literally is that one guy that he picks up his level of play in the playoffs, and that's a whole different animal, bro. I think I don't see it either, Ben. I'm not trying to be a homer either, but if we're healthy, I just don't see it for 4 games for someone to beat us with the level of support that we have from our others. You know, I just don't see it. What do you think, Big J? What do you think, bro?
I think that, unlike a lot of the teams, we don't have to double the other teams because with PJ and with DJJ, I mean, like even like I said, for this first series right now, with Kawhi out, with Kawhi on, but if Kawhi is out, then like I said, you just throw PJ on Paul George, and then you put DJJ on Harden, and then Luka and Kyrie can kind of guard the extras, and we don't have to switch, we don't have to double. They're in trouble.
Yeah. Sheesh, man.
And then they're going to be working on the defensive side, and then they're going to be working, like I said, on the offense to try and get shots off because they're going to be locked up. So it's going to be interesting to see anybody come up against that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. So for tomorrow, let me ask y'all what y'all doing tomorrow. Sticks, what are you doing for the game? Are you cooking anything, or are you watching it with friends? What you doing?
Watching it.
Solo dolo, or what? You going to a bar?
No, I won't be going anywhere. I got work to do, so I got to finish up some stuff for Monday.
You gonna be in the playback?
Yeah, I'll be in the playback. I'll have to
Yeah,
work done before the game. I'm not going to be working during the game. That's not happening.
Yeah, I got to work tomorrow too. Big J, you doing the same thing? Just gonna be in playback, or you gonna be out and about?
I'll probably be in playback, man. I don't know. I can't be out. The whole going to the bar, that ain't going to do it for me. I need to be able to watch it. And I can act fools with y'all, or, tell jokes with y'all, but I'm not going to be
True.
out and about acting up.
Big Ben Price, what do you do, bro, for playoff
Yeah,
games?
I'll probably just be like shouting on my own in my living room. So like the standard really, and then my missus getting angry that I'm too loud, that kind of thing really. So, but yeah, no, it's good. I mean, it's on a bit earlier, isn't it? So like,
Yeah.
at least it's not going to be super late for me. So I'm quite happy about that. I'm always happy when there's like an early game or an earlier game in the day, because it's like it's not like what time it is over here right now. But mate, I was thinking, and this, potentially the Mavs have like it's almost like the stars could potentially align where we have like the most like fairy tale revenge tour playoff run. Because think of it, like if we beat the Clippers, then that's that one nemesis that we've not been able to overcome, beaten. All right, so we've righted that wrong, right? Then you probably come up to who in the second round, probably OKC, right? Let's say.
Mm-hmm.
So then we beat OKC. That's Shea Gilgeous, that whole debate about that. That's kiboshed, right? Then let's say you get, into the final or the Western Conference final, and you get the Nuggets, and that's Jokic. You beat him, right? So then that's the other MVP that they can't, they've been sucking off all year basically, and like, excuse my French, in the media, and then say you get say Celtics in the final with Tatum. Come on, that would be
what
the
a playoff
craziest
run,
run.
man.
Bro, like
That'd be a
if that
playoff
would
run.
be one of the hardest playoff runs as well. That would almost be like 2011 Maverick style playoff run and like difficulty level, like ultimate, right? But like if we can get through that gauntlet and run, especially those first three teams out of town, and then but here screw. I mean, get to the final and beat someone like the Celtics. I mean, there is no denying, man, that like that would be the greatest revenge tour after everything that's been said all year about like Kyrie and Luka and the Mavericks and the disrespect that's continued. I mean, obviously we know Kyrie's probably not going to get Clutch Player of the Year. Luka unfortunately, probably won't get MVP. And the Mavericks have just been disrespected too much, man. And I can't stand to see it. They don't put our guys on the graphics for the promotions for the flipping games. It's just getting ridiculous, man. So there's a lot of people that need to be shut up, and I think this is the opportunity to do it. I mean, this is the ultimate thing. So yeah, man, I believe in our guys. I think, yeah, it's going to be too much. It's going to be too much for them.
Oh yeah, I agree, man. I think with I mean, I don't know how other way to say it, but it's just Luca, bro. I'm gonna keep saying Luca, and people gonna sleep on him until he proves them wrong again, and it's gonna happen. But what's up, Master Fame? How you doing, bro?
Doing good, man. How you guys doing tonight?
Doing good, bro. Happy 420, bro.
Hell yeah.
You know. So, what you feeling, man? What's going on? This is the Mavericks playoff eve. Well, what's tomorrow's the early game. So, what are you planning? What you feeling? Your anxiety level? What's up? Talk to me.
No anxiety. I mean, it's 420. If you got anxiety on 420, then you're not doing it right.
You know what? This is the wrong day to ask about anxiety. Good point.
Hey, but in all honesty, I'm pulling out my Daniel Gafford. In all honesty, at the end of the day, these boys are gonna be ready to play.
At the end of the day,
yeah, and I'm excited, man. I'm more excited than anxious or anything. I've been listening to a lot of Clippers podcasts.
Have you?
Yeah, a lot.
That been?
Behind enemy lines type. But what it comes down to is I think Zubac. It's all going to come down to him, really, whether Kawhi's on the floor or not. Forcing Ty Lue to make decisions rather than us having to make decisions first. I think that chess match is always trying to get them to take one of your pawns before you start showing your strategy, right?
Mm.
And so I think that's what it's going to be like. I think this is a big chance for Luca to really show that his defense has gotten better, and Kyrie and the team as a whole, because uh, man, in the playoffs, especially, I'm watching that Nuggets Lakers game. It was knotted up for so long, and then after one turnover, boom! All of a sudden, it's a 15-point lead for the Nuggets. So
They're down to 10 now.
it's down to 10.
11-point game.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, all it takes is that one little mistake, and somebody's gonna run off with the lead. And in the playoffs, that's not what you want. You want to be that one taking the lead.
Hell yeah. Yeah,
But
man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say I don't got no. I got my kids this weekend, so I'm gonna be just hanging out watching basketball with my son, and I don't think we're gonna cook out or anything.
Yeah,
But
it sounds
yeah, it's
like
just gonna be chill out.
yeah, it sounds like everybody's chilling tomorrow for the game. Wow.
We might
So it was
make some like carne guisada and beans and rice and
mm,
stuff. You know what I'm talking
yeah, hell yeah, I do. Hell yeah, I do, man. I might have to go over there. Shoot. Nah, but it seems like half of us are gonna be in playback, half of us doing our own thing. Nah, for me, I'll probably be in playback tomorrow and Friday, unless something falls through. I'm going to the game Friday for Game 3, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do a pregame show that day. Um, and if I don't, I'll probably just vlog my entire experience. But that's a tough one, you know, like because Tuesday's a late game, and me, I gotta be at work at 6 every day, so it's like, damn, bro, like that late of a game, the timeout commercials be even longer, everything be dragged out, games go for on forever. So I'm just like, I don't know,
Well,
man.
that's why you gotta. That's why you gotta get the Clippers. You gotta put a 20-point lead. That way, Luca and Kai can rest in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. I'm excited about tomorrow, man. I'm excited. Is there anything for everybody in here? Is there a narrative y'all saw? Is there a report or any news drop y'all saw that either piss you off or some media person or something worthy of speaking about? Like, what are y'all seeing out there?
Actually, I was going to ask. So what is? Who was it? Master Fame. I think you said you watching the Clippers podcast. What's the kind of consensus? What are they saying?
So basically, I don't know why they say this, but everybody's always talking about the Clippers, or the THJ is our X factor, and Zubox is their X factor. Like, it seems like all these Clippers podcasts are all stuck in 2021.
Yeah.
And so it's really hard because they keep bringing up THJ and Maxi, which, I mean, Maxi should be a pretty big, um,
Rotation
X
piece.
factor for, yeah, rotation piece. But THJ, I mean, he's gonna be hit or miss. He's not even gonna really be much of in the rotation. But if you guys want to listen, there's a Clippers podcast that's like one of the most unbiased, smart guys that I've seen. It's called Clips and Dip.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I think I know
yeah,
what you're talking about. Yeah.
they're real cool guys. And man, they know they're nervous. They're
Mm,
you know, uh, but yeah, man, it's just a lot of 2021 talk basically, and Kawhi if he's gonna play or not.
yeah. That's
I have
hilarious, man.
I have a rumor.
Oh,
All right. Give me a sound cue. Something.
I got you.
A
I got you.
rumor
I got
sound.
you.
Something like. Hit me with it.
Or,
Okay.
or.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the ticket. So, well, the rumor is, right, that our one Timothy Dwayne Hardaway Jr. is in fact ill, and he's been actually traveling separately from the team for the past couple of days.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
I think
I think the real X factor is not
I
if
think
Kawhi's going to play, is Tim going to play in game one?
I think Grant Efseth, I think he posted that picture of he saw Timmy at the airport.
Nah, I got you. I got you. Hold on. It was Nick Angstead. That
Oh, it was
posted it.
Nick. Yeah, it was Nick.
Yeah. Who else jumped in here? Oh, look who we got. We got Nancy in the building. What's up?
Hey guys,
Hello.
how's everybody doing?
We
Pretty good,
are
pretty good.
anxious, nervous. Nah,
I'm not.
we're excited.
I trust our guys. But like Master Fame, I was listening to some of the Clipper stuff. It got a little too intense for me because they were beyond ridiculous. I don't know if you were listening to some of the same ones I was because I actually saw you in a couple of them. But honestly, they had, you know how in We Talk Mavs they put up at the end of the game, after the game is over, they put up the thing and Rel and King go over the ESPN thing.
Mm-hmm.
They did the same thing, and you're not even going to believe which one they had up there from this year. They had the one that Williams, Powell, and someone else was in. Kai wasn't in there. Luka was the only one in there, and there were three guys in there that aren't even in our starting lineup. The only starters in there were Luka and DJJ. That was it, and it was one of those games where Luka just kind of shot, not his Luka self. And they were all like calling him trash. They were calling Kyrie trash. I mean, you would think that we just picked up our starters as some scrubs off the street or something. You know, I get that. I have total respect for Kawhi. I have total respect for their superstars. Am I afraid of them? No, because we're not the same team as you guys played in 2021 against them. They're acting like it's the same team. And there's just no way that we're even going to beat them because, after all, they already beat us twice.
They're in for a rude awakening, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't even want to warn them anymore. Like I think we all been warning everybody quite a bit. Like, you know what? Fine, you want to be incompetent, you want to be stubborn. Go ahead, keep thinking this team is what you think it was, right? Because they're gonna find out quick tomorrow. It's gonna be, oh man, I don't know
Hey,
why. Like, go ahead, Big J.
no, I was gonna say one of the things I did hear that was kind of funny earlier on is they were talking about Luca and they were talking about like, hey, do you think he can actually continue to put up 34 points a game in the playoffs? And I'm like, he's been doing that since he was second year in the league. He's number 2 all time in the playoffs. But it's crazy. But they also talk about, like I said, they talk about the pick and roll between Harden and Zubac being, they think unstoppable. But I think we got the big bodies to be able to break that up. And like I said, if we can keep everybody honest, if we can lock down Harden on the defensive side to where he's working and not getting calls in the playoffs because they're not doing calls right now, I think he becomes a non-factor. I think their biggest X factor is really going to be Westbrook, coming in with that energy off the bench because that's when we're going to have to put the Australians on him more than likely.
Yeah. That's where Luka gotta get his revenge. Sticks, well, what's up, man? You on camera today? What's going on? Can't hear you. You might be muted. I don't know. Let me see. You muted? Oh, you gotta fix your mics. Well, we'll wait for you.
Clippers fans, they remind me of Eagles fans.
Yeah, they're nasty.
They talk a lot of shit for not having won nothing.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Sticks, you back? Nah, he's working on his mic. Yeah, all right. Yeah. No, but not only Clippers fans, even like the national media, for example, like Keyshawn Johnson. I don't know if y'all saw what Keyshawn Johnson.
Oh yeah, he's talking about his
said.
LA brothers or whatever.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Sticks, you good?
That guy is a fool, though. Like he is truly like a foolish individual. Like he doesn't watch basketball. Like where do they get these guys, man? Like,
Well, he's a
surely
football
that's like
player.
a prerequisite for a job, right? Is you actually got to watch the sport and understand like the sport. But I'm telling you, any one of us on this panel would be a better critic or commentator or whatever the hell he calls himself, like pundit than Keyshawn Johnson is. Like I really just think they picked them just because they're like, oh, it's like a separate perspective. I was like, mate, it's a perspective of an idiot or a perspective of a hater. It's one or two, but like either or both. But either way, it's yeah, I don't even watch that stuff, man. I mean, when you're making Skip Bayless look like he's the smartest guy in the room, then I mean, like, maybe that's what he wanted. I don't know.
And they've been doing a great job of that lately. Too.
Oh, they have. I mean,
can you hear me now?
One talking sense.
Yeah,
we can hear you, man.
I can hear you now.
Okay, yeah, I switched to my AirPods. I forget AirPods have different settings on the computer, so I had to. So.
You good.
I figured nobody else was on camera. I figured I'd go ahead and try mine on, so you get at least you're not the only one.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
I just don't use my camera because I'm ugly as fuck.
Hello, man. We all might feel like that about ourselves, but
well, you don't worry. You got Aaron here. He's from UK. He's probably missing a few teeth, all jacked up. He can't be.
Yeah, man. I'm down to my last two, so well, you got to work with what you got, man. It's what it is.
I had to take the cheap UK shot.
Have y'all seen this clip right here? Let me show it right quick. This is the Dallas Mavs road practice interviews before game. Have y'all seen this?
No, I seen them on the YouTube, but I hadn't watched them yet.
All right, let's tune in together. Let's see.
Hell yeah.
Let's check it out.
It was good. Normally we have a shoot around before the game, but since it's at 12:30 tomorrow, this is our last day of prep and get ready for the Clippers.
What's it like for you guys, Jason, when you got Cap, you got D-Live coming in right after him? It's almost like there's no drop-off.
Yeah, I think to be able to have your two bigs pass the baton back and forth, asking them to protect the rim run, make plays out of a double team. Those two have done that at a high level. We're going to need them to do that in this series.
We all look forward to the starters. We talk about that a lot, but how important is the bench player for you guys?
Yeah, I think it's always important. We need our bench, to play at a high level. It's always there's an X factor, and hopefully it's on our side that guy that comes off the bench knocks down some shots or comes up with a big stop.
Do you like these early morning games?
We're going to play them no matter what. So the best part is we've done this before, so there's nothing new to get ready for the game. So 12:30, we'll be ready to go.
All right. What was this final day of preparation?
That's some layup questions.
Say again.
What was the final day of preparation? What was that like?
It was great. The atmosphere was good. We had great energy coming into the building today. Made sure we paid attention to detail and made sure we didn't mess around when it came to, preparing for a great team to go play out tomorrow.
What are some of the things, like the three keys to this game you guys know you got to do in order to win?
I mean, physicality, attention to details, and just kind of like playing our game. At the end of the day, having fun with the game and just going out and just not taking these guys lightly. This is a great team with a lot of vets on it. These guys know the game well. They've been in the league to where it's like they've been through and through all the storms. They've been through and through all the sunshine. So we just have to really come out and just make sure we're ready for that first punch at the end of the day. If they throw the first punch, we throw one back. Or if we throw one, we just keep throwing.
Yeah, we don't know if Kawhi is going to play. Have you guys heard? Are you preparing if he's going to play?
I mean, I haven't heard. I haven't heard anything. But at the end of the day, we're preparing for anything at this point. It's how the league goes. Okay.
Just one more minute of video. Hang in there, everybody.
I mean, the sky's the limit for the young guy. I mean, he comes in and he works day in, day out. I've seen that he's progressed with just being patient around the floor, finding ways to kind of like slow the game down for himself. and just pretty much just doing the things that the guys trust him to do on the floor, whether it's finishing around the rim, making plays around the perimeter, so on and so forth. Yep.
I wish I could hear the question.
Oh yeah, most definitely. It helps me build my confidence just trying to be a passer at the end of the day. Playing with a guy like that, he likes to play off the ball a lot. So at the end of the day, just trying to make sure I put the pass in the right spot at the right time, getting him downhill, whether I'm doing a DHO to where he's coming over the top or where he's backdooring. So it just helps me build my confidence, helps us build that chemistry between each other, and it helps us win games at the end of the day too. I mean, it's real valuable. At the end of the day, they gravitate so much attention towards them. It opens up the floor for everybody. So putting the ball in our hands, at the end of the day, they're trusting us to make plays on the back end whenever they got at least 2 or 3 guys trying to take the ball out of their hands at the end of the day. All good?
All right, dope. They're listening to Nipsey Hussle. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Look, Hold My Latte is back as a member. I bet Latte was like, why can't I comment and then have it become a member again? TGK, what's up, Latte? Hope you're doing good. Let me get caught up on some of these comments real quick, guys. Martin Blake, Jokic too efficient. Hope Luka can match him. Finally, they called it for. Oh, I'm guessing the Lakers are getting benefit of the call out there. All right, man. What y'all think of that? Those little interviews that we just saw?
Man, he at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, man.
In all honesty.
At the end of the day, Gafford.
I love Gafford.
Yeah, he's so cheery. He's so cheerful all the time, man. And man, when he's on the court, man, he's gonna be one of them bruisers.
I know I gotta work tomorrow, but like I'm not even like tomorrow's just like cool, whatever. I gotta go, right? I'm just ready. I'm just ready for this game to start, man. Like part of me wish we played today just because I wanted to see basketball, but a Sunday afternoon game, like I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I know it's not the NBA Finals, it's not the Western Conference Finals, but I swear this feels like such a big matchup. And maybe if Kawhi is out, it kind of takes a little bit away from it, but I don't really care. I don't care if he's available or not. I don't.
I don't either.
I don't care if they're playing, 10-day, contract guy and flipping, some guy that, who hands out like hot dogs in the stands and whatever. I don't care if their whole team is injured. At the end of the day, like, a win's a win. You can only beat what's in front of you.
We got Lockbox in the building. What's up, Lock?
Yo. So Kawhi is not gonna play, right? First game.
No.
So what do you guys think that their lineup choice is gonna be with him being out?
Oh, good question. Hold on.
Also, I did hear Norman Powell in an interview. I was listening to him for a few minutes today, and the reporters asking some questions about the typical stuff back and forth, and I don't remember exactly what they asked him, but he said that probably playing against us. Oh, probably about the fact that it was they haven't come up against this team because all of their games they played us was before the trade, so they've never met this team yet. And, they said the typical things where they go through the motion of watching film and all of that. But he also said something a little interesting, but we've also watched other film against teams that have played them that worked for those teams. And
okay.
So I was like, okay.
They studying.
Yeah. Although whatever teams they were, because we didn't really lose too many games down the stretch, so.
Yeah.
I'm just looking over here at the Lakers. It looks like LeBron is hurt, so they're losing.
I'm just looking at the same thing. His elbow or something. Did he fall on it? I didn't see it. I missed.
Is it because they're down by 11 with a minute to go, and he had to come up with that injury to justify?
Oh,
Yeah,
he
you already know
slid. He
LeBron.
slid. Oh, but
Yeah,
where did
he's
he?
not injured, lads. He's not injured.
I know.
So, so with Kawhi,
It's a LeBron boo
go
boo.
hmm
ahead.
He
So
slipped on the floor.
with Kawhi out tomorrow, the only other people they got at power forward to fill in, it looks like either PJ Tucker, Amir Coffey, unless they move Paul George to the 4 and put Norman Powell in.
No,
They're cooked, bro. They
they're
are
cooked.
cooked.
It'll probably
No,
be a mere
listen, they
coffee.
got lockdown defenders over there.
Where
According
in
to their
Norman?
fans. According to their fans. Because I think what incensed them so much is some of the media are picking us to win, and they're
Yeah.
offended by that.
Mm.
How in the world can they pick the Mavs to win? They've not even beaten us. We beat them twice, then they got nobody.
Real
I think-
genuine question, and maybe you know this, Nancy. I don't know because like you watch podcasts and stuff. Who is their like point of attack defender if they don't have Kawhi? And obviously, you don't want Kawhi doing that all game, even if he was playing. But who is their like POA defender? Who's the guy who's like going to guard Luka tomorrow? Is that going to be
yeah,
Paul George?
because
Terrence Mann.
Huh?
Or
Terrence
Terrence
Mann.
Mann.
Yeah,
Terrence Mann, they mentioned him. But the funny thing is, they did mention Russell Westbrook. And before everybody thinks that Russell possibly can't guard Luke at all, I'm not saying he's going to lock him down or anything. But think about how Russell Westbrook played Kevin Durant last year in the playoffs. He gave him fits, and he didn't play double and triple teaming him. He defended him by himself, and what he did is with his body, because he got up under him and he leveraged him. And I'm not saying that's going to shut down Luka, because I don't think these people have watched Luka anytime recently, because no one's shutting Luka down. They're just being delusional. And I get they got to go for their team and defend their team, just like all of us would be defending our guys if it was us, because we're talking about fans now, right? But the names I've heard thrown around are kind of laughable in some sense. They seem to think that Zubac is some superstar, that I missed something. I must have been absent this year. I did not understand that he was in the top echelon of elite centers in the league, but that's what they seem to think he is. The way they talk about him. And the man is team man has been thrown around. Westbrook was thrown around. Believe it or not, Tucker, but Tucker's a little washed up right about now. They mentioned Coffee. We all know Harden doesn't defend, so that's not even anything that anybody's considering. But Paul George can defend, but he's not locking Luka down. I think they were talking more that Paul George was going to defend Kyrie. Not that Powell was saying any of these things. These are more the fans saying this stuff. The players are gonna stay down the middle.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Luka has already made Paul George touch earth. So.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Even as a rookie.
Yeah,
from a reliable source, I heard that Norman Powell is one of their worst defenders. So when they got Russell Westbrook, Norman Powell on there, the game's gonna be played very fast. But at the same time, that means the ball most likely is either not gonna be in his hand or it's gonna be in James Harden's hand if James Harden is even on the floor. So that means they're playmaking and a lot of things that pick and roll, which I guess that's the reason they think Big Zoo is such a god out there, because James Harden's been able to maximize that pick and roll and being able to get everybody the ball in the offense. I watched some highlights of Russ. He can do that, and that's where he's mainly hitting Kawhi at the top of the free throw line just for a basic jumper. But either way it go, Kawhi, no Kawhi, I don't want no excuse from the Clippers, the Flippers, the Scrippers, whatever they want to be called, whoever. Hey, and TGK, all I gotta say is,
it's okay. It's okay. If you can say it, I can say it. I'm just kidding.
hey, if they can say it, I can say it. That's all I got to say. So I don't want no excuses. Line it up, run it.
Check ball.
come
Check.
hard, come to play. Yeah,
Well,
Come on.
they're
Check
not
up.
playing because look, they're running.
Yeah, where you roll it to them.
Hey, is this
As
one
long
working?
as they come in and
Yeah, I
they
can hear you.
don't
Go ahead,
take-
Sticks. Go
Okay.
ahead, Sticks.
I was just gonna say, well, I had to switch off my AirPods; they weren't recording, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, is when you look at the Clippers fans, what they're running out, old clips. That wasn't our team. They're running
Right.
out when they beat us without the current players, right? That's a fan base that is literally just trying everything they can to keep their fans hyped up for a game that they honestly know that they don't have a chance. And this is what I like. I know we wanted Luka to get the MVP, but the fact that he didn't is just one more time, just like 2011 with Dirk, where the media doubted us, everybody doubts us. All the fan bases we're playing against have never really watched us except games we played directly against them, and they really don't know what they're talking about. And because of that, they get arrogant and they get cocky, and it's like, you're really talking about stopping Luka when he just had the best offensive performance, and he was blitzed like 200 and probably by the end of the year is like 220 times more than the next player. Everybody tried to stop Luka. It didn't work. And now with Kai and Gafford and the way PJ's been shooting threes, who are you stopping? If our threes hit, we will blow every game out by 20 points. And even LeBron admitted that in the JJ Redick with their podcast. If we hit threes, it's lights out for every team, every game. I hope God Tim Hardaway is sick the rest of the year.
And I'm not gonna lie. Have they talked about anybody from the Clippers on that podcast yet?
Oh, they were talking about them like Fame was saying, but they were talking about them like they were players. I thought they were like talking about these guys in their younger years because a lot of these guys aren't playing like that anymore.
On LeBron and JJ Redick's podcast, they haven't said anything about anybody on the Clippers, but yet they still think they have the best player going into the series. And the fact that it's just too much disrespect, too much dirt being thrown on Kyrie as far as defensively. And I can't wait to see him clamp somebody up. He's going to be taking cookies.
Well,
Everybody's
the funny
cooking.
thing is they were acting like neither Luka or Kai play any defense, and that's just a lie.
Well, that's them listening to the media. That's just the narrative. It's not reality.
No.
Did you say Keyshawn?
He's a football player. He's throwing the wrong ball.
I just don't understand the coverage of like the Mavericks and the national media. Like, and yeah, because we watch it all the time, right? We know our team through and through, but I mean, I might as well show it, right? Let me show it, bro. I found this so egregiously like disgusting for someone to be on a show to be talking about the Mavericks in this way. So check this out. I know y'all probably don't want to hear from this dude, but I was truly baffled that he said this crap. So check this out. This is Keyshawn Johnson.
Oh, you don't
talking
like
about
Kai.
talking about the Mavericks will still lose to the Clippers without Kawhi. Who does that?
Facts
Luka
over
is
feelings.
he's like three of one of their players.
Bro,
or like three of their players is one of Luka, is what I mean.
If I were to come onto this show and be like, hey, even without Luka, I think, we could beat the Clippers because they ain't got enough horses. Y'all, everyone in here would be like, TGK, you a goddamn lie. It's just, no, like, that is just, it's baffling. I don't get it. Like, even with Kawhi, I thought we were going to destroy them. Without Kawhi, it's barbecue chicken, man. Omac's going to get a lot of minutes. Like, it's like.
ISO ball.
Even Skip said, but they haven't even been playing that well lately. Yeah. And it went right over his head, and he went on his own narrative, and he just stuck there. And that was the end of it. And that's what it feels like for all these national media shows. It's all about a narrative. I've got my narrative. This is mine about this team. That's my narrative about that team. And they don't move off it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy, man.
I mean, you got to realize with Keyshawn, you got to realize that comment about Keyshawn, they couldn't find anybody else to go with Skip Bayless anymore. They had to find another person. So, guess Keyshawn was the next man up. Skip runs everybody off that damn show. So, They found someone dumb enough to go back on that show with Skip. You know, what can you say?
I got a question for
Did you
you.
guys? My bad. Did you guys see that video of Skip Bayless in 1982 talking about how he was scared of the job he just got because like they're like threatening him and stuff, and dude's been a villain since '82. But
Yeah,
there's a
he was.
video.
Yeah, he was a problem in the DFW media when he was working here.
Yeah,
when he
because
was
he
covering
went
the
after
Cowboys.
Aikman. He tried to call
Yeah.
He tried to go after
Call
the
Aikman
Aikman's a
gay.
homosexual. Yeah. He went after that.
What were we gonna ask, Big J?
I guess he went after the Diddy.
No, I was gonna ask, what do y'all think our center duo is gonna do? Like, what do you think stat wise those two can do against their centers?
Damn. I think Gafford. I think honestly, I think they're all gonna get what they normally get. I think Gafford and Lively will probably combine for like 22, 24 points, just off of like easy looks. Because I think both of them, I like to look at Lively and Gafford as one center, and I think they could average like 24, 12, and 4 blocks. Like that's the stat line I want to see from them combined. And I think if you get that, I mean, yeah. But if no Zubac, if Zubac gets played off the court, you could almost damn near double that, because they should get 40 minutes together on that court regardless. And so I don't know. It could be anywhere between 24 and 12, or hell 40 and 20, bro. Like that. It's just the Clippers are small. They're small.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Or are they little?
Yeah, they're small. They're small.
Yeah, they're gonna get exposed because at this point they really can't afford to go small because the main person that's key in their small ball lineup is Kawhi Leonard. Because I think in the last game that he went out, he had like almost 10 rebounds, a couple assists. He was highly active in the paint area, but it takes him out of his natural position, and that's why he's dealing with a lot of this inflammation in his knee because he's having to bang with those bigger bodies. So he's gonna be on that court. He's just gonna have to provide offensively. So we're gonna need Daniel Gafford and D Live to really impose their will and be physical with him.
But I also
He's gonna be
gather
out
from
there.
a lot of them that I've listened to in this period of time, the biggest fear of the fans in them from them going small and running Zubats off the floor is that their small ball 5 now is not as good as it was before the trade. Like they traded away their best pieces that made their small ball 5 good.
Nicholas Batum, one of the main reasons why Philly was able to advance to the first round. 20 points in their last game.
Yep.
Nick says, would you guys be surprised if Kawhi played tomorrow and ball out as if he's 100% healthy? To me, I think honestly feel like the Clippers are just pulling charades. I think they've been lying. They've already been fined for lying about the injury report. So I think they're just trying to, I think they're trying to play a little game. So, but if he is injured, all right, cool. Like, honestly, finally, y'all have some integrity and y'all were reporting accurately. But I fully expect him to play. That's how I see it. Like,
I actually don't expect him to start game 1 because there's 3 different reports. Shams said that he was optimistic. They were optimistically cautious. And then Skip said that he was out. I mean, regardless of how you feel about Skip, that dude is really plugged in.
Woj also said it today. So
and,
more
and the GM and the GM also.
I was gonna say, even if you looked at the interviews with the players today, they asked Paul George about it. Basically, he was saying his role is just going to increase. So I think they're all expecting him to be out at least this game, if not for a few.
Yeah, they expect him to come back game 2,
which means it's bad too.
I'm deadly serious when I say this. I don't be surprised if he's not in for the whole series. Like, don't be surprised because the thing is he's I mean, when that GM guy came out the other day and spoke, he said, "Oh yeah, well hopefully you can play and all the rest of it." Well, okay, what's he done at the moment? There's no so. Let me put it this way:
Mental
usually, if
preparation.
they're trying to hype up, like, oh, they're going to play or something, they'll have like some video of him shooting shots in the court or something in practice arena, or they'll have him, maybe running up and down the floor with you guys or something. You know how teams do this, right? You
Yeah.
see none of that. There's no clips of him like running up and down, shooting shots, nothing like that. And they talked about how basically he's had literally only a few days ago injections into his knees. Do you know? Do you know how? I mean, come on, bro. I mean, do you know how ridiculous that is to expect a man to go out there and then play not just a game of basketball, one of the most important, intense games of basketball, against the highest level of competition in a couple of days' time, mate. It's just not realistic, and he's not even played any contact. That's what the GM said,
Well,
and it just sounds like.
Ben,
Sorry, Nancy. Yeah, go on.
No, Ben, I wanted to ask you a question. Didn't one of the reporters ask him point blank that has he had any contact play? Like, how are you going to roll him out there if he hasn't even been on the floor playing any contact or anything? Didn't one of the women reporters ask that?
That's what I'm saying. And when he said, "Oh, well, he hasn't done that yet," yeah, it's just like, well, but they said they're going to ramp him up. But I can't. Man, this is not.
What does that
These
mean?
are types of injuries. I can't see this. And even if they do throw him out there, they might end up with a situation like almost an Embiid or something where he'll get hurt. He will, and it's.
Well, what are you talking about? He's at what, 3? That'd be like 2.5 weeks at least sitting. 3 weeks he's been sitting.
Yeah,
and
Over
there is
3.
no proof in practicing. Yeah, over 3, and then he rolls out there. He's not gonna be Kawhi if he's been sitting that long. No chance.
Healthy, unhealthy. Clipper fans can't run from the smoke. No excuses. I want them to line it up. They've been talking all this mess. All we've been really doing in the chat is just standing on a foundation. We ain't been trying to build no house. We just been like, hey, don't disrespect this as an incorrect facts. These old stats. That was on a 2-year, 3-year player. The free throw numbers that they got for Luka right now are crazy. So I'm just like, just watch. Nothing but eyes in the emoji chat. Nothing but eyes. Just watch. Because they're going to be in such a surprise when those centers start yamming on Zubac, their elite rim protector, when he doesn't even have the necessary numbers like Daniel Gafford. I can't wait.
Did somebody ask him what he thought, and he said, "Oh, I ain't worried about it. We're good." I'm like, "What are you, the Joker?"
Uh-huh. Line it up. That's all we got.
We good in the West.
Look, check this out. Look at this. The Mavericks are currently favored by 2.5 on the road.
Already.
In a playoff game.
And it's an away game.
Yep. And normally
so that
the
means
home team's
it's
always
3.5. No, I thought it was a 1.5.
Yeah, 2.5. Mavericks are favored by 2.5. So, well, what that tells you is that even without Kawhi, like the odds makers are, it's basically like a 6-point swing because they normally the home team is given 3 points, so then you're literally flipping the 3. They're thinking the Mavs might win this by 6, right? So, I would. Here's why I think it was going to be a sweep. This is why I went out on the ledge. And instead of trying to sound the smart guy and be like, oh, Mavs in 7 or Clippers in 7, I said Mavs in 4. And the reason I said that is because if you're a hooper, right, and especially with Kawhi, because of his history of injuries, I thought just simply the fact that he was sitting out for this long to come into the playoffs and your first opponent be Kyrie and Luka, that's just too much. And then the people that are defending you is DJJ and Paul PJ Washington. Like, I just think it was too much for him to be able to overcome, regardless, to play us. He's not even playing at his all-time level that he did when Luka was 21 and 22. They need Kawhi to be the Terminator, and he's not going to be that at all. And I don't see it. Paul George can have a great game, and it still will not be enough because he's going to need a great game from James Harden. He's going to need a great game from Russell Westbrook. He's going to need a great game from Norman Powell. And he's going to need Zubac to be able to stay on the court and be productive. He needs all of those guys to have a great game to be able to beat the Mavericks. And I just don't see it happening at all.
Well, that's kind of like the Suns game, right? KD gets 31.
Did you guys watch that game today?
I watched a bunch of it. Yeah. Ant gets 33. And everybody's like, "Oh, look at Ant goes off." Well, KD countered him, so it really doesn't matter that Ant went off. The real story is Booker laid an egg like usual. So when it came down to it, all the other stars showed up. Luka's going to get his. Kai's going to get his. So do they have 3 guys that are going to outdo R2? They're not. They don't have those kind of players. Those guys aren't that. They're not like you said earlier. They're acting like they're still prime. And they're not in their primes. They're old. They're slower. Kawhi's injured. You don't have a chance.
Y'all want to know one thing that's so funny? Every time you get into a Clippers chat, they say, "What Luka and Kyrie gonna combine for like 60 points?" Did they not know they went for 85? I'm like, just
hey,
stop it.
Hold on.
Stop it.
Keyshawn, even
60 is light work. Light work for 60. Light work.
That's average Tuesday.
Keyshawn said 80. Like Keyshawn said 80. He goes, they're going to go for 80. I still don't see him winning. Whoa,
60 is the average combined.
But and see, if you getting that, what about our Twin Towers?
Yeah.
Because if them two are eating on that level, you don't think that big? They're not running that big through a screen, bringing them out the paint. So either PJ's eating on the alley-oop, Derrick Jones Jr. eating on the alley-oop, Derek Lively, Gafford, even Kyrie on the alley-oop.
It's gonna be ridiculous.
Man, I mean, the thing is crazy, man. Like when you look at our centers and then you look at theirs, what they match up against. Okay, Zubac, we know, like, he's barbecue chicken. He's get played off the floor. Who else have they got backup, man? What Plum Dog Millionaire? Come on. I mean,
they got Kai Jones. Okay? They got Kai Jones.
They got Kai. Yeah, they are too excited about Kai.
No, man.
Been there all of 2 days.
Surely that is like a break glass in emergency situation if they have to put him out there. Because, man, he's just some guy who was a rookie, who was a nutter, who's not played a game all season. What? They're just going to throw him out there? Like, mate, this is literally like, mate, you know what this is like? This is like us versus them last time, but in reverse, where they had to just do some emergency stuff, like throw Boban out there, right? They're probably going to have to do something like that with this Kai Jones guy, because it's almost like the problem we had the last time is like it's completely flipped on its head. Now we're the predators, you know what I mean? Like they're the guys who are just they're the underdogs this time.
Yeah.
Let me find out they had bad dreams about Boban. Boban was doing some things serious to him. That's why they so caught up on the past.
He did help us stay in that game, man. He did help us stay in that game. I want to ask DV. I see you in here, DV. So tomorrow, this is the Mavericks playoff eve night. Well, what are your plans for tomorrow? What's your anxiety level? What you feeling, man? What's going on? What's in your mind for the Mavericks?
What can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
I ain't really worried. Obviously I've seen the reports about Kawhi and stuff. Kind of the feeling he wouldn't be 100%, whether it's looking like he's not playing. So I expect to win. Mavs in 4 or 5. I'll be disappointed if it goes 6. I'll be honest. But yeah.
You know, I saw the let me see if I can pull it up. This the jersey schedule that the Mavericks have.
Do you want to see those black jerseys, though? I'll be honest.
I do, man. I do want to see those black jerseys.
Yeah, it's the same 2 jerseys. The away jerseys for first 2, then the home jersey, and then it's the city for 6.
Yeah, here it goes.
So we ain't seeing those city jerseys.
I was so mad because so it'll be for Game 6, the black jerseys. I wanted them to pull them out, pause, Game 3 or Game 4, and black out the arena. You know how cool that would look in the American Airlines Center? Black out the arena, black jerseys with the black court, the City Edition court. Bruh, that would be so fire, man.
They may plan to do that for Game 6, but
we're not going to see
maybe they'll make a change if we're about to sweep. Maybe they'll go for blackout Game 4.
Yeah,
maybe they'll do that if we're that close to if we're at that point.
Can it make adjustments like that?
I don't know. Does it
They
really?
can do what they want, right?
Yeah, I mean it's just a jersey. Does it?
Yeah, if they want to do it, do it.
Well, I think because they have to tell the NBA like, hey, these are the jerseys gonna roll with.
I guess so. Yeah.
I'm like, damn, man. Like, I would have loved for Game 4 to have been the black ones. Yeah, they would have. That arena was gonna look so badass if we ever get the rock the black gear, but who knows, man? We'll see.
Hey, I'm telling you guys, if we take these first 2 games in LA, man, they're not going back to LA. They're not. Like, I think if we can win these first 2 games, it's not going to be like before. If we go 2 up, like it ends in Dallas, and that's it. So I think they're in trouble, man. I really do, and like I've never been this confident about a playoff game. I think in my life, so I'm just hoping I'm not bitterly disappointed. But to be honest, like, this is probably the most confidence I've had in a team ever. If I'm honest, so I just feel confident in the players we want. We don't really have any weak links. I mean, you could argue Tim and maybe Kid, but that's about it, really. I mean, even Maxi, man. I mean, I don't think Maxi's actually been too bad, and the lineups with him in when he's not playing a 5, or he's playing like a 4. Have actually been really good, and I think one of his most underrated qualities is he does actually talk on defense. You see him like pointing, go over there, do this. He's a bit of a floor general like that, or a defensive end. And like as much as you may not see it, like it does affect. Like I mean, the stats don't lie. I mean, the defensive rating with him and I think PJ, that's the small ball 5 or something. It's something like 99. It's something ridiculous like that with him on the floor. So yeah, man, I'm confident, and we're just bigger, and something that Timberwolves proved today is because I don't think the Timberwolves are a terribly like more talented team man for man. Like if we're gonna just talk about skilled and say the Suns are, I think the Suns probably have got more skillful, talented team, but I think the size makes a massive difference, and it's not just about having a bunch of 6'3", 6'4", really awesome shooters and stuff. Like if you're getting bullied. Like it's as simple as that, man. NBA is a big man's game these days.
Hell yeah. Check this out, man. Apparently Stephen A talks about Harden being like it's all on him for the Clippers against the Mavericks. Let's check it out.
As for the Mavs Clippers, Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic, they're getting ready to face the Los Angeles Clippers. Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, Paul George, Russell Westbrook, of course. This matchup is star-studded, ladies and gentlemen. Ain't no way around that. Between those 6, we're talking about a combined 47 All-Star nods, 2 MVPs, 2 NBA Finals MVPs, and 6 scoring titles. The Clippers won the regular season series 2-1, but the playoffs have not always shined so brightly for Mr. James Harden. And that's who I'm looking at. See, Kawhi Leonard, who shouldn't be playing in the Olympic competition, but by the way, if I'm Steve Ballmer, I do everything I can to negate that from happening. You've missed about 50% of your games over the years. I'll be damned if you're going to play this summer. The hell with that. I need you healthy to move into my new arena in Inglewood next season. You ain't playing. I'm going to figure out a way to sabotage that shit. That's number 1. Number 2, we know what Kawhi does when he's healthy. We know what Paul George can do. The real question is, what is James Harden going to do? This is James Harden we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Even though he's not what he used to be, he's still big time. And when you look at it from that perspective, you got to give credit where credit is due and concede that James Harden, if he shows up and he is all that he can be, the Clippers they could make some things happen. And give credit to Russell Westbrook, who's been dynamic and been a great addition to the team and been great coming off the bench and volunteered to come off the bench once they acquired James Harden to show his selflessness.
I got to stop it. Dude, am I missing something? I don't even have to listen to the rest of it. Am I missing something? Like, is James Harden still the Houston Rockets James Harden? Like, am I missing something?
He's the system. Remember, it's.
You're not the beard. You're not the system. You're the problem.
Let me see. Even though I was critical of that soundbite, James Harden stats. What did he do?
I think it's just because of the role he's in now. Because he's not expected to be the 1 or the 2. So
he's averaging 16.
He's gonna
5 and 8.
It probably depends how efficient. How efficient is he? That's the question.
He's been having rough stretches where he's been shooting good and shooting bad, but they really need him to distribute. So when you think about it, him scoring the ball hurts their offense. They just need him to get buckets every so often. But the way we're gonna play them, we're cutting off basically all the limbs of the spider. So we're gonna make him have to attack, basically.
He's
Locatium scored
he's
19
like their
points.
Tim Hardaway. He's like their Tim Hardaway.
I made that comparison the other day. I said we have consistent players. They have one. He's injured, but everybody else is like Tim Hardaway Juniors, and they are quick to say we have no names on our roster. They might not look good to you because you haven't seen them in the role that they're in now, but after the series, you're gonna realize who they are.
Yeah, also, guys, what I think he's alluding to is last year in the playoffs when Embiid was down, he had 2 40-point games against Boston. So
Oh
he
yeah, they was
can't
talking
just
about that.
pretend he doesn't or can't get any points. I don't say that he'll show up for 7 games because I haven't seen him consistently do that. He's not the James Harden of Houston. But that's like, okay, on any given Sunday, anybody can win any football game out there. So all I'm saying is if all our guys come to play, I ain't worried about anybody. But at the same time, don't underestimate what some of these guys can do on any given one day or any couple of quarters.
Yeah, well, wasn't it a couple weeks ago they asked, or like a week ago they asked Paul George about Harden's shooting problems, and he goes, "No, I don't know it. I'm not a coach."
Well, because James Harden's
Harden's sucking.
We don't all follow each other's teams. He hurt his shoulder a few months.
Yeah, apparently
like
he had a
and a half,
little injury.
months ago.
I mean, if you look at their top 4 scorers, like you take their top 4, and it's about the equivalent of Kai and Luka together. So go ahead, BJ.
No, I was gonna say, I don't know if you guys watched, but I was watching the interviews today, and they asked Paul George about that the contract extension, and he's still skating at a question, which that kind of makes me wonder if he's planning on sticking around, if he's planning on getting out, because he may be checked out already.
The Mavericks are going to decide.
If we destroy him,
take them up first round, he is going to Philly. That's where he's going. I'd be not seeing him going back if we get rid of them, especially if we sweep them.
Sticks. I was going to say.
Oh, go ahead, dude.
No, don't go ahead, TGK.
So for tomorrow, I do have a pregame show tomorrow. I wanted to get y'all's opinions. I'll give everybody a sneak peek here, even though for the 40 that are watching. By the way, y'all leave a like on the video, man. We only got 22 likes, man. Y'all hit that like button while y'all at it. Hope y'all enjoyed this great conversation from everybody. Big J, Ben, Sticks, Locke, Master, DV, Nancy, and then now Div. Appreciate y'all. Great conversation. But check this out. So this is going to be my setup tomorrow, all right? I wanted to try something different for the show. So here I am, right? But we're going to switch it up, and we're going to put this overlay over this way right here. Give it some little something different, right?
I like that.
So to take a look at it, right? And let me know if there's any like differences or something that I could improve on. I wanted the shows to feel different, and I feel like this is
that's dope.
And then if I have to show like an item, like if I have to show like players' rosters or whatever, it could be like this. And then for example, let me do this right quick. So if I'm showing y'all like the odds, it'll come up right here, like right under where I'm at. So it'll be like this. So, but I need to configure this a little bit better. Hold on, but yeah, something like that, man. Something like that. So, let me go back over here. Boom. There we go. So yeah, this is what the pregame shows are gonna look like.
That look dope.
Yeah.
That looks
Yeah,
I like it.
Nice frame. You look official as a whistle.
Yeah. I was trying to learn from Rel because you know how Rel be having all the stuff moving. And doing the show. I can't do that. I don't know how to do all that, but
yeah, that look nice.
Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. But I'm pretty sure I'll hear from Div saying, "Well, I have my opinions." What's up, Div?
I think it's nice. What the heck?
Don't listen. Don't listen to that troll.
Yeah.
It was just way to say something.
So Div, I haven't got to ask you, But tonight is obviously the playoff eve for the Mavericks. What you feeling tomorrow? Are you anxious? Tell me what the story is and what you're doing tomorrow.
If they could not handle Luca by himself with literally who was his best player a couple of times we played him.
THJ.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys. If they couldn't handle, and they were younger, and he had just won. Kawhi had just won the chip. Everybody was like, he's the best player, and they couldn't do nothing against Luca. And now he's better, smarter, better defensively, got a better team around him. The only X factor I'll say is this: Jason Kidd. That's it. I mean, Jason Kidd can get outcoached by their coach, and that's the advantage they have. If Jason Kidd does stupid things, you never know, right? But I heard that what's his name is sick, right? He's not going to play.
He's just sick right now.
Oh, okay.
They're trying to not let it spread to the rest of the players, so we'll see.
I think I'm starting to feel torn in between the not trusting Jason and trusting him, because
same. Go ahead, bro.
We're in the clutch. We're in the lead in clutch wins, and you don't get that without coaching.
But hang on, Locke. I gotta disagree with you. You know why?
Well, I mean, certain rotations, I understand that part, but I'm getting to a point where I think he has what it takes to get the job done, and when it comes down to it, he can do what needs to be done.
And before you disagree, Div, let me agree with Locke. You got to look at the last time Kidd was in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
What did he do? He got you to the Western Conference Finals with Dwight Powell as your starting center. Like, at a certain point, you got to be able to be like, you know what?
Actually,
in the playoffs,
he pulled him.
He did great.
He pulled Powell right away.
Yeah, but who was his
played
backup?
him first
Kleba,
30 seconds, and but that's what I mean. That's what I'm worried about. Is he going to go to Kleba?
That's the thing. He knew to take Kleba out at the right time. I mean, he knew
to start Dwight Powell anymore.
Or Dwight Powell. He knew when to take Dwight Powell at the right time.
Yeah.
For us to be able to go on that run.
But the part I was going to argue with you about was not really an argument.
You argue?
No.
The reason I say the example of we're the best clutch team, it's Jason Kidd. I disagree. It's because of Kyrie and Luca, and you basically tell them, give the ball to him, let them do what they need to do. That's not coaching.
But combined with
ain't that what most coach? But at a certain point, you can't coach anything. Yeah,
that's the thing.
Yeah, he's just sitting here like all of us, man.
I can't believe
it's a team sport.
That's why you have superstars.
But
so for them to get those looks, they have to be coached up and know where to be. Like for Kyrie to get the hook over Jokic.
Exactly, that was a play.
Maxi Kleber passed the ball in, and instead of him going towards the paint just in case, he knew to stay back out. So therefore, when Kyrie went in, he had just enough room to get that shot off.
No,
you see what I'm saying? That makes sense.
I think if Kleber plays correctly, he can look good out there. But
you can't compare Jason Kidd regular season until you see what Jason Kidd playoff does. That's what I was saying earlier. Like you're gonna have to trust that he's already proven he has his top 8s, right? If he runs the top 8, then this rotation bullshit that we've been dealing with all season that pissed us off, it's over. And if it's over, then he understands playoff basketball. But I was gonna tell y'all something. I was gonna tell y'all something. So I ran the top 4. I took out Tim because I don't count Tim as top 3 anymore. So their top 4. Yeah, their top 4 are 76.8 points, 19 rebounds, 16.7 assists. Ours, if you take PJ and Gafford, 82.4, 27.8, and 18.1. Our top 4 dominate them across the board, especially when you factor in almost 9 more assists. Like that counts for that many more points on top of the fact that our top 4 outscoring their top 4. So, it's not a competition if we play properly.
Great point. Now let me make an additional argument to that. Hold on, before you chime in, Div. Let me chime in right here. Yeah,
Damn
Div.
troll.
So take a look at this, right? So this is obviously y'all know this is one of my favorite stats to look at, the 5-man lineups. All right, this is gonna be the starting lineup tomorrow. Kyrie, Derrick Jones Jr., PJ Washington, Doncic, and Gafford. we're a plus 15 with them, and they've only played 176 minutes. They over 17 games, they're averaging probably 10 minutes together on the court. 10 minutes on the court per game, 176. So they only play 10 minutes together. In the playoffs, you could assume that that's going to double because
at least,
your starters are going to play more. Gaffer's going to play more. PJ's going to play more. Kyrie's probably going to play 2 additional minutes per his usual rotation. So this lineup, as you see, 17, 176. So on average, that's probably like 10 minutes. Let's go to traditional just so I could really dig deep into this stuff, right? Damn, that one sucks. I don't like that lineup. Here it goes. Here's this lineup right here, the one I'm highlighting. Yeah, this lineup only averages 10.3 minutes per game. That's insane. So in the playoffs, man, I don't know, man.
He's gonna run it to the ground.
Clippers are in motherfucking trouble. Oh, hold on. We got a super chat in the building. Hold on. The Scrippers fixed it for you. Shout out Lockbox. Finna subscribe, homie. Hey. Finna subscribe to you, Lock.
Appreciate it, fam.
Kicking Fitz is he dope, man. Apparently that's my long lost Garcia brother there. So
can I hit him with the drop?
Hit him with the drop.
We gonna scratch them boys up.
Let me hit him with this drop. Hold on.
We done with the 90s and Jordan with no left hand, he's big trash.
Garbage.
What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
Oh man.
Hey, did you guys see that video about Derek Jones Jr. not being eligible for all team defense?
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. I don't understand that.
Somebody
You guys
explain
don't
that.
understand that.
Yeah, he did. Brad explained it.
Explain that.
Is it
Brad
because there's
explained
some
it
games
in
he
his
didn't even play
breakdown.
like 20 minutes a game? There was games like where he used to play like 10 minutes and stuff like
Well,
that. So
and
the
that
minutes
again
got
goes
him
back
crossed up.
to sorry,
Jason Kidd.
TV.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to
know.
talk over you.
Because remember
That
he was
goes back
starting
to
and then he got
Sticks.
put on the bench.
What he said, rotations and the minute stuff, because he played 76 games, and then
Yeah, he
when you
played like
get down to
77
the
games.
minutes, it was 48. And how many times were we screaming in certain games for him to put DJJ back in for defense? And he'd be at the end
my
of the
bad.
bench
Keep going.
just, huh?
Oh no, I said keep going.
No, I mean, because I just think that this one's not like the other awards where it's not a big deal. For him, it's a big deal because now you're talking about his money bag. Because if you get on one of those 3 NBA teams, you get potential to get more money. So the fact that they change all these rules and you don't keep track of none of this stuff, and now the kid plays 76 minutes, and I call everybody kids because I'm older, so I get to call everybody kids. I probably call half of you guys kids because I'm a grandmother, so I get to. But the kid now could potentially lose money, so I hope the Mavs take care of him because he loves being here and the chemistry is off the charts. And everybody that comes into this, because even in one of the interviews as they started rolling out the playoffs, even PJ and Gafford both talked about when they came in here, they could not believe that the chemistry on this team was like off the charts. That's hard to do in such a short period of time with all these new pieces.
By the way, for anyone that didn't read Towns, because Brad voted for him anyway, even though he wasn't eligible, he broke it down the other day. Players are required to play 62 games of at least 20 minutes. Jones played 48 such games. He had 10 other games where he played between 18 and 19.58. He had 4 more of between 16.46 and 18. So, yes, Jason Kidd 100% screwed him out of being eligible for that with his stupid rotations. Just so we could do some Make-A-Wish Foundation crap for Tim Hardaway.
Yep.
Jason Kidd always talk about getting people their money, but apparently he didn't do it because he spent more time on Mr.
Kibber.
Maybe we'll watch Major League and get some Kentucky Fried Chicken and put that in his locker.
Go ahead, DV.
I was gonna reply to Nix's comment, but as long as Kawhi's not playing, then you can just put PJ on Paul George and put Derek Jones on Harden anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because we normally put him on the point of attack because he can keep up with those guys. So
I'm
I
not
ain't
even
really
worried
worried
about.
about Kyrie.
Yeah, I'm not even worried about Kyrie because he played 30-some games in a row,
Yeah.
and he hasn't done that since his Cleveland days. So I'm not even worried about him no more. He's over there playing in a fasted state, giving you
Yeah,
48
Ramadan.
points. Like, yeah, I'm not worried at all for Kyrie right now, bro. I'm
I,
very
I
Yeah,
confident
he
feel
about
was
as
him.
well
saying he feels healthy now because
yeah.
he's got the screws out of his knees and stuff from past injuries. So
You said Kyrie was what?
I said he used to have
No, I was saying
from the
Kyrie's
past.
healthy.
Oh, damn.
I was trying to sound the alarm.
I was
Kyrie
gonna,
is healthy.
I was gonna say one thing about I mean, I feel like if Kawhi's not going to play, and looking at the sort of like you say, we talk about Paul George, he might want to sort of switch teams at the end of the season. Harden's probably never flipping happy anywhere he goes. Their chemistry I'm not going to lie, is probably at quite an all-time low. But even though they're going into this game, because it's like, how confident would you feel as a player going into a game knowing that your best player isn't going to play in one of the most important games of the season? And they're coming up against like the immaculate vibes of the Mavericks, and where everyone's locked in, everyone, gets on, everyone's, having a great time. I mean,
Well,
the battle is won long before these things ever come to pass. And as long as we, we can, like I say, stay healthy and stuff throughout throughout the series, particularly as a starting point. There's absolutely no reason. There's just absolutely no reason to think that these guys. I think, especially once they come up against the stifling defense that like we can put out nowadays, they're gonna these old guys are gonna struggle a lot. I mean, the only thing is, I mean, obviously Westbrook's a good passer, Harden's a good passer, but I don't know, man. I think they might take a game if they start hitting some threes or something. But like I can't see them beating us in the paint. I can't see them beating us at any other level. So it would have to be like one of these ones where they just go off one game and just get hit a bunch of shots or something to win one. Because yeah, it's just as simple as that, really.
Well, Paul George did an interview today, and I mean he looked defeated. He doesn't know. Did you see the one I'm talking about?
That's the one I was
just
talking about.
slumped over. He's just and then I'm like, Paul George, say it with your chest. It's a difference between how you look being quiet and how Kyrie was being focused. Yeah, that's the. I think that's it.
Let's take a look at it.
On and off the court.
It's sad.
It's been good. I think we've been locked in as a group, and I mean, we definitely know, what our job is, and how we want to handle this matchup. So the preparation, I think, has been really good going into it.
Damn, it just sounds
sad.
You could hear it in his voice.
Yeah, he
The
doesn't
shake.
sound interested
at all, bro.
I mean, it's just.
I really
great
hope
anytime
that
to
he
be, healthy
emotionally
and, for myself, not being
is prepared for this butt whooping that we about to put up.
Mate, I hope he turns up and he's playoff P, like way off P or whatever they want to call it. That one where he was just like, yeah.
So
I wouldn't be surprised, man, because like you said, that body language is not good. Like my man looks like he's going through it. To be honest,
I want the Paul George from the Gatorade commercial, the one that hit the game-winning shot before he hit the game-winning shot. Oh yeah, he shot that commercial before he actually hit the game-winning shot. Like, come on now, same Paul George.
TGK, when you're running those 5-man lineups, their best defensive rating on any of their lineups, their main three would be Harden, George, Kawhi, Norman, and Zubac. And even that, the defensive rating is 102.9. Their defensive rating when they put Plumlee's 117 with the second biggest lineup, and then when they have Zubac and Mand, it's 109.5. So they're not going to be able to when you look at our offensive rating, and these guys have played more minutes than we have. Like their top lineup is 593 minutes, and it's a 109.5 defensive rating. Like they're not going to stop our guys. They're just not.
So what's the rating when you take out Harden and you put in Westbrook?
Harden and you switch into Westbrook. That they really don't run it that much
because the offense is not working.
Oh, here you go,
James
Westbrook. You said take Harden out.
Yeah, he's saying what's the reason to put Westbrook in? Because James Harden's being stifled. The pick and roll is failing. They're taking Zubac out. They want to run the small ball line for spacing, for him to be able to drive and basically create pressure around the rim so they can get some easy sprays, in the words of Mike Brown. But it's not happening. Because we got DJJ, the inspector. Yep.
It doesn't exist, by the way. That lineup is so rarely used, it's not even worth talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Not a lot of minutes. Literally. They have movies longer.
So I'm guessing they're probably going to have to play them together, even though they don't normally do it.
Yeah, they're going to be experimenting.
All right, so let me get everyone else's predictions that I haven't got predictions from before we close the show. Sticks, what is your official prediction for the Mavericks versus the Clippers?
Oh, I already said sweeping that ass. It's happening. I literally see this as 2011 Dirk again. The amount of disrespect when you take an angry Kai who's pissed off at the way he's been treated. You've got Luka being disrespected the way he's been getting disrespected after everything he's done. You've got Gafford wanting to prove. You've got PJ working his ass off. Trying to get his threes down. And then you look over the way DJJ's been playing this year, and then you throw in the unknown factor of what Lively could do. Unfortunately with his mom's passing, but that's an emotional bonding for this team. You combine that, Lively may come out and stomp everybody into the effing ground because he's wanting to do this for his mom, and that team's rallying around that kid. There's no knowing. The variables right now are so crazy that this team could just literally just wipe everybody across the map. And so I don't think the Clippers stand a chance, especially this round.
What you got, Lockbox?
I got the gentleman suite because I'm a gentleman.
5-1. 4-1.
5. All right, Nancy. I see you still here, Nancy. Well, what's your prediction for this series?
I go with the 5-1 also, just because you never know, but not because of the Mavs. I think we're going to be locked and loaded, but I also think that Luka and Kai got something to prove this year. As you heard Kai saying, he's got his receipt book. I think he's got his receipt book for a couple of things if you've been listening to some of his interviews lately. He's got more than one meme about the D. He's got the one about the chaos agent of the cancer in the locker room. I was like, okay. That's why I say, they listen to the media. They get it, and he's like, okay, so I'm the butt of their jokes. I don't mind that. He goes, but I do if it affects my team,
and getting left off of Team USA.
Yeah, right.
That's
getting
a
left
disgrace.
Off Team USA. So his receipt book's getting pretty long at this point, but I also think that
Booker shouldn't be on Team USA.
Well,
that performance he had tonight, Game 7 Booker special.
that he was. I'm telling you though, he was flopping all over the place tonight. It was like unbelievable. But I really do believe that Luka and Kai took that personally when they were asked to sit out last year. Because yes, I don't trade D-Live for nothing, but a lot of people don't look at it in the sense that it was a hit on Luka and Kai's legacy and how they are as superstars and players.
Nancy, I'll be honest with you. I think the reason he's not getting MVP this year, Luka, is because of Jason Kidd. That's just my feeling.
We discussed
Twitter's
that
a hell of a coach.
Yeah, I believe that wholeheartedly as well, because the 82 games become a playground. I hope now that we've got more set team going into next year, that's not what we do. Because I literally have heard multiple people say it's all because of the standing and where the Mavericks fell. And then also a few people mentioned that we didn't even make the play-in last year. So, yeah, I think Luca and Kai got some people to, in a very nice way, stick their nose up, at, a few people. So to remind them who they are and how great they both are. So I don't see us not winning in this series. It would really, something catastrophic would have to happen. Let me put it that way. And I haven't felt this good about it in a long time, but the chemistry is off the charts and people are happy and they're playing well together. And as long as he keeps Timmy on a short leash, I'm good.
Hella short leash.
Yeah, really short.
Non-existent.
And doesn't put Maxey at the 5. He puts him at the 4. I'm all right with a little bit of small ball, nothing crazy, but not Maxey at the 5. Other than that, I'm really okay because Jason actually has been doing some really good stuff lately. Got to give him credit where credit's due. Now he's kind of got no more excuses. He's got the team he's always wanted. So
yep.
I really honestly think that Jason Kidd's going to kind of stay big pretty much the whole time. And the only time we go small is if somebody gets into foul trouble.
I agree with you.
Man.
I hope so. I agree.
All right, Ben, from across the pond, what is your official prediction for the Dallas Mavericks versus the Clippers?
All right, so let me put it this way: Luca ends franchises. All right, as we know it. So he did it to Utah. He made them break their team up. He did it to the Suns. They had to write an apology letter. All right, they started trading for £60 million contracts for some guy with Bradley Beal and KD just to try and fix it, and have probably screwed their team for the distant future with all their draft picks gone now. The Los Angeles Clippers, they've been good. We've all enjoyed watching them, but they will be summarily executed on live national television tomorrow and for the rest of the series in embarrassing fashion, I think, in the end, and at least for them. And this dynasty that they could have had is going to be over shortly. So I'm going to say Mavs in 5 and us being generous.
Damn, me and you the only ones with going 4. TGK.
Oh. Hold on, let me add his other quote. That's being generous.
Hey, Sticks, you need to learn how to read, man. Look what I wrote.
What'd you write?
What's up, brother?
You wrote Mavs in 6 if Quiet Place. That doesn't count. You have caveats.
Right.
Me and TGK don't care.
Yeah, it don't matter. It's Mavs in 4.
If Kawhi doesn't play, it's a sweep.
Oh, let me put mine. I didn't even put mine in here.
You got to say it right, man. It's 4. No.
Mavs in 4. Mavs in 4. All right, man. All right. I think it is time to get some much needed rest. And,
Can I just ask one question? I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
How many of you guys think the Suns actually might lose this series now to the Timberwolves?
Oh, they definitely will.
I think they will.
Yeah, they're done.
They worked them out.
I got to watch the game so I can have a valid opinion. But the fact that they lost the first game, I mean, they've the Suns have been beating them all season, so it's just game 1.
Yeah.
It's game 1.
Yeah, I think this is gonna go to 7. Royce O'Neal, I believe he on that squad. He was getting hot. I just think they're gonna do a better job. Minnesota hit him in the mouth.
I think it's going to be a lot like
a couple times
the Mavs Suns series, where it was like just back and forth.
Yeah, because they got KD.
How
Do you
many
think Ant is going to be the new meme? Do you think Ant's going to be the new meme? Like
Ant's gonna
last
Ant's gonna go up and down. That's what Ant always does. That's the problem for the Timberwolves. He's inconsistent, kind of like Booker. Booker hasn't learned enough from his daddy still. So,
But Ant, he was staring down KD and he was talking mad ish to him. So it'll be
but that was
funny.
That was
It'll
fun
be
though. Even
hella
KD
funny,
was smiling at that.
I don't care. I can't wait if
KD a little bit today.
If KD starts cooking and he beats him, he's
What do
gonna
you mean,
be
Div?
memed.
KD dropped 31 tonight.
I'm saying if he wins, cooking and not winning is not the same thing.
Well, I don't even think he'll entertain it.
31. Luka can get that in the first quarter.
Yeah, we better let TGK go to sleep. He gone.
we got a super chat. We got a super chat in the building. Hold on. We got the homie Kicking Fits. Says Mavs sweep regardless, Div. That was for you, Div.
That's right.
That's for you.
Oh, damn, there you
Thank
go.
the
You're
bro.
welcome. You're welcome, PGK. That's the $5.
Appreciate it.
It is a $5 super chat. A $5 super chat. What did I say? What did I say? Did I say something wrong?
No.
I don't know either. Oh, okay. I'm like, damn, am I losing my own? Like, brother. Hold on, let me read this comment. I wonder if PG just wants to get the series over with and sign with a new team. Damn.
Yeah, the Mavs next year.
Hey, we got a space opening up. So
don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey,
Do we
come
want
on.
PG over here? A 35-year-old
Yes.
PG?
Yes.
No.
35-year-old PG?
Yes.
No. Nah.
I want Herb.
I would take him.
We trying to get. We trying to get
am I
younger.
kidding?
Don't go to this conversation, TGK. You got an hour and a half tomorrow. You got to cover. You need these conversations for tomorrow.
I know. I do gotta go to sleep. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, you can sleep after the game.
Larry
I feel
just
bad for
showed up
KD.
too.
It's just one game, Larry. It's just one game. It's a playoff series. Give him a couple games. You know what I'm saying? Give him a couple games. All right, man. Such a fun conversation. I wish I did not have to go to work tomorrow, but appreciate y'all, man. Hope y'all had a good one. Hope this is a badass combo. I hope whoever people that missed it, they tune in and get to enjoy this combo. This is fire. Damn. I don't know what to do now. I'm already thinking of like, what am I do tomorrow? I don't know what to do tomorrow. Anyway,
we'll help you out.
This how you know it's getting late. But all right, guys, it's been your boy TGK here with everybody. We got Big J, Ben, Sticks, Lockbox, Master Fame, DV, Nancy, Div, Gina Kim, everybody in the chat, Larry, Alex, everybody in the look at Big J over here finally turned his camera on. Salute to that.
All I see is teeth.
What you trying to say? What you trying to say?
That's all we see.
Stop it.
Right,
just a big smile in the dark, man.
You know, racism is real.
Oh my God.
That wasn't teeth.
Kick sticks off right now.
And we are out.